So, have you been dealing with dating stagnancy to where you have been dating someone who is a potential partner for, long term, yet your dating situation has just been kind of stale on the same level, not really progressing to where you would prefer it would? Well, that's what we're talking about, my loves. Thank you so much for joining me today here at Kara's Love Techniques. I am Coach Kara. So, we are dating, but yet there's no commitment or some kind of title I'll give it. I don't know just yet, but that's what we're talking about. Yeah. So, why do these sorts of things happen? Well, I have a few reasons just to, shed some light on your confusion to what that could possibly be. Now, get it? We are talking about serious dating, like dating with a purpose, with intent for something more, a monogamous, committed relationship. That's what your goal is. Yet this individual is just not budging or giving you the energy and effort that you need for this to progress to a higher level. Here is one reason why, and I'm talking about. Let's be fair. We want to give this ample time to grow, right? At least 3 to 6 months. Yes, so the person can get to know you and understand you better, like you or like you less. I don't know. So that you can get to that state. And then in this stage is where one should either be expressing him or herself in several ways, showing certain actions, or even placing certain expectations on the dynamic or just with you or vice versa, however it goes. So there are certain things or steps that should have already been taken at a certain pace, at a certain level. Yeah. And the reason why it is not progressing, well, perhaps this individual may have residual emotions for a past lover. And because of that, it makes it quite challenging to develop new emotions for a new person. Many people don't know how to do that, to shut off those old feelings. I mean, love, it never really does, it never goes away. Once you love, that's it. But the emotions that surround that, they don't know how to get rid of that. And some may even transfer what it is that they're feeling to new situations, and that's considered displaced emotion. So if things seem weird and a little too forced too soon, perhaps that is why. But the most common reason is because they still have residual feelings for a past lover and they don't know how to shut that off for something new. Or it could be they actually have feelings for someone who is unattainable. Perhaps this person is already in a committed relationship or simply may not have any interest in them, but yet those feelings that they have, they're there and they probably won't go away. So very little you can do about that. The next reason is because, well, perhaps this individual is content with where you two are. They're not willing to amp it up a little, give it some progression, take it to the next level, whatever that is. And the reason for that is that they're just content to where they are. Though they may see you as a potential partner for long term, however, they just rather just stay where you guys are for now. So in this case, it's just better to not force it. If you really are interested in this individual, well, then kind of stick with it and see where it goes. And then if it's like stagnant, like just still waters for a great deal of time, well, then that's a decision you have to make on your own. Okay? Like, is he or she worth it? That's on you. Another reason is because, well, perhaps this individual is just simply waiting for the ideal mate. Then there are many people out there who have this vision. They've envisioned this being that is so idealistic, damn near perfect, that they know that they're going to meet one day. And until that person arrives, until they come about, they manifest this individual, they'll stick with you for now. So yes, you become Mr. or Mrs. right now. You'll suffice right now until they get what it is that they truly desire. And again, There's very, very little that you can do about that. Okay, so another reason why your relationship may have reached some sort of stagnancy. So we want to talk a little bit about romance. Yes, not everyone reaches that romantic level at the same pace as the person that they're dating. So perhaps you have gotten to the state to where you want to do a little more. You want to, I don't know, simply have sex, whatever that may be. But this person is quite reserved in that department and you're confused why. Well, perhaps they may not have reached that romantic feeling yet or gotten to that level, even mentally. And it's not that they may not be physically attracted to you to where they, are just not willing to perform or whatever it is that you're seeking, but they may not just be quite there yet. And many people become confused by that because we all think that we should always be on the same pace, on the same level, at the same time. And that's not really how it works with everyone. We all have our different, ways we do things. It could be a religious factor, I don't know, a certain belief, values, whatever it is. But for whatever reason, they're not matching you on a romantic level. And for that, you may be quite annoyed and you're becoming impatient. But here's the thing. If this individual is doing most of everything that you expected and they still seem like they could be a great long-term partner, well, it may be quite worth waiting for. Besides, you don't know what you're in store for. Okay? So it's kind of intriguing just to stick around to see what it is that they do have to offer. You never know, they may go overboard. They may woo the heck out of you, so much so that it could possibly become annoying, like overwhelming, and just, yeah. And they may have already been that way in their past relationships, and those sort of actions may have backfired. So we don't know why someone isn't being more expressive on the romantic level. Okay, so just give it some time. Just be patient. Just see what comes about. All right. If someone is being quite reserved and apprehensive with their expressions, even their actions, but though you know that there is something there, you can kind of sense it. Well, you actually sense that there is something more, that this person is just simply holding back. And the reason that is because, well, perhaps they are smitten by you and it's overwhelming. They may not know how to express what it is that they're feeling so soon. May even love you and care about you deeply, and it scares them, as it should. Not knowing their past experiences, but it puts them on pause for whatever reason, and it comes off between you two just awkward, especially at times where you know what should be transpiring. Perhaps you should be kissing or making out or something like that, but it just doesn't get there. But you can tell the energy between you two is quite strong. But yes, this person isn't expressing themselves. And that's because they may really actually do care about you a lot, probably even love you or even be in love with you. We don't know. But that could be a reason why you have run into this sort of stalemate type situation, and it's because they may not know what to do or how to progress. Should they move on? Should they get into something more serious? Am I ready for that? Will I be able to give this person what they need? I know this person deserves more. Questions, overthinking, and quite honestly just simply confusing themselves. And that's why you are where you are now. So yeah, so those are some of the main reasons, the most common reasons why dating sort of just hit this certain plateau. Sort of like when you work out, you lose the X amount of pounds and then you just hit this brick wall, you just don't grow. So with that, you have to find a new way or ways to get back on track to progression. And that just takes simple communication. Now, with that, we never want to force anything. Okay? Sometimes slow and steady wins the race. It may actually be some sort of protection for you. So you kind of just may want to just go along with the flow and see what happens. And if it's not moving for you at all or fast enough, well then, hey, you have a decision to make. You can bow out gracefully. Just as simple as that. But for the most part, if you have a potential partner, I mean, just be fair. Just give the person a chance to see if they really want to make you a potential. And if you feel like you are wasting your time, like again, do what you need to do. All right, my loves. So I just wanted to share that with you all. All of my information is linked down below if you need to have a dating coaching session. I'm here for you. That is my time, guys. I thank you for joining me always. Until next time.